Hello everybody, welcome to Arvind Upadhyay podcast. In this episode, we are talking about how to set the SMART goals. So every great achievements come from the setting goals. Each leaders, entrepreneur and go-getter achieves their dreams by creating an attainable goal setting process that helps them to follow through and succeed. Whether you have the personal development goals, project management goals, or the broader business goals to accomplish, everyone can benefit from the creating smart goals. Find out what is the SMART stand for. The SMART goals are the important. It will go helpful for you to set your goals. How to set attainable SMART goals and tips to help you achieve your professional and personal goals using the SMART framework. What is the SMART goals? SMART goals have been around for the over 30 years. In 1981, consultant and former director of the corporate planning for Washington Water Power Company, George T. Doran, published a paper titled "There is a Smart Way to Write Management Goals and Objective." He introduced the SMART goals criteria as the way to improve your chances of accomplishing your goals. Since then, we can see the SMART term occur in the copious amount of the research studies, self-help books, articles, blogs, and more. What does it take to goals to be smart and considered smart? In this context, SMART is the acronyms that stand for S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. Think of your SMART goals as a personal mission statement. The SMART framework acts as a tool to help you ensure that the goals you want to achieve are attainable and clear to you your means of the success. SMART goals are versatile and can be applied to both personal and professional areas of your life. For example, SMART goals are absolutely essential for managers when figuring out how to motivate their employees. Creating a SMART goals action plan in the workplace can stimulate productivity and overall achievements. A personal goal example may be committing to taking a walk every day before work. This walk could then develop into the routine, which will later lead to a habit. Habits like these can then help you work toward bigger goals of building a healthier and more productive lifestyle overall. The importance of the SMART goal setting. Creating a routine is important for your productivity, but your goals are what navigate your productivity to your success. Goal settings allow you to create the willpower to move the needles in your life and prevent feelings stagnate and stuck. Setting both long and short-term attainable goals help you to build focus, measure progress, and hold yourself accountable. By setting goals, you can stop making excuses and procrastinating and start heading towards success. But not all the goals are the same. Goals have to be thought out the specific to you and your situation. If you set the goals that are vague, it's much more difficult to determine how successful you are to achieving them. If you don't put thought and effort into your goal setting, you may never achieve the success you want. That is why it's important to aim before you shoot. How to set achievable SMART goals. Now that you have a general understanding of what a SMART goals is, let's break the SMART acronyms down to help you understand each element. Using the SMART goal framework is very simple. To create an attainable SMART goals, focus on each word of the acronyms itself. The goals you create should embody of all of these elements. Once they do, you will see the true potential of this term and how you can utilize it to achieve success in your life. Let's start at the beginning. S is for specifics. Good goals are not ambiguous and vague, rather than they are clear and concise. You should know what you want to focus on, even if you are not quite sure how to get there yet. For example, rather than saying I want to get into shape, you could say I want to lose 15 pounds by March 20th by using my gym membership 3 days per week. The first statements give you very broad definition of what it means to be in shape, but your version of in shape may be entirely different than someone else. It's leave too much room to interpretation and less room for actions. You can see how the latter example is more specific goal, allowing for the much more effective planning. At first, being specific with your goals may add you some extra pressure. However, the specifically of your goals will allow you to hone in on what you are looking to achieve and attack it directly rather than dance around it. Your focus will be narrow, efficient, and precise. M for measurable. Tracking the progress of your goal is the important part of keeping yourself motivated and holding yourself accountable. Setting measurable goals allow you to track progress by identifying milestone you can celebrate when you achieve them, to re-evaluate if you don't. Some goals are measurable by numerical and financial terms. Some can be broken down into the steps, each of which infers that the previous step has been completed and progress has been made toward your measurable goals. Some goals are more difficult to qualify, though in which case can evaluate your endurance and efficiency when completing that task by writing down how to fail down it on the daily basis. This also allows you to measure chances in mindset during your journey. A SMART goals example for this could be simply being more positive. While they are hard to assign key performance indicator to you, you can measure progress by nothing how much easier it's to get to positive on the daily basis when you are actively working on it. Make sure you measure your goals regularly in order to help you stay on the track. Adjust as needed. The progress you make will motivate you to continue moving forward. Achievable with your goals should challenge you. They shouldn't be impossible for you to accomplish. For too many people fall into the trap of setting unrealistic goal for themselves. While big exaggerated goals may be motivating for a while, they will usually leave you feeling deflected and distracted and in the long run. That doesn't mean you shouldn't reach for the star. It just means you shouldn't be reasonable about your output. Once you have reached your goals, you can then aim for this something higher. Make your goals achievable before you set your goals. Make sure that you can actually envision yourself achieving it, and you can create a smart goal action plan for doing so. This plan should consider if you can achieve the goals within the constraint of time, money, skills, label, external environment, and the other constant content both inside and outside of yourself. When you make your goal attainable, you are the more likely to stay motivated and succeed. Even your long-term goal is grand, start with more achievable goals and work your way up. Are for the relevant. Not all goals are created equally. Some may be much more worthwhile to you than they are the co-worker servant. Unless your goal is relevant to the overall plan for your life, achieving it may not contribute to your ultimate success. Your goals shouldn't be within the bounds of reality. Some goals are the inspirational and do not necessarily reflect your current reality. Always create goals that are actionable and they attainable, ones that do not require the wave of the magic word. In order to ensure that your goals is the beneficial and relevant to you, make sure that they align your values and larger long-term goals. If your goals doesn't contribute toward your broader objective, rethink it. Always ask yourself why the goal is important to you, how achieving it will help you, and how it will contribute toward your long-term goals. When you have the good answer for each of these questions, you know you are setting the right kind of the relevant goals that you can achieve. T is for the time bound. Effective SMART goals should follow a time frame. A goal deadline promotes motivation and prioritization, while giving up confidence through the tracking of your progress. So SMART goals example that is time bound. You want to start reading more books, but rather than saying I want to start reading more books, you could say I want to read 12 books in the next 6 months. You will notice that the first statement is all around vague. More could means few as book as many as 100. It also does not set target date, so making it more difficult to track consistently. The second goal is much more specific as far as quantity and more time frame go, allowing you to keep track away you are from reaching your goal within the deadline. When you specifically schedule for the attainment for each part of the goals and completion for each part of the task, you will find it much easier for you to stay on the track. Smart goals example, such like when planning out the smart goals you want to achieve, write down each for the 5 criteria within the smart goal setting structure and write a statement or two about how to go fits into each smart goal example, saving money and many other things.